the hate mail, the death threats. It happens as it escalates. But you know what? Nobody's turning off their TV going, holy crap, there's just way too much atheist content out there. No. I just can't deal with it. No, we need more voices. We need more people. We need more activism. We need more approaches. And the more we do that, the more we're going to rise this tide and the more we're going to lift all boats. And I'm glad y'all are here doing it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
What made you become an atheist?
Death by 1,000 cuts, my friend. Death by 1,000.
That sounds like an Arabian tale of cuts. That's what it sounds like. Do tell.
Oh my gosh, what made me become an atheist? Wow. All right, let's see. So I was a good Christian boy, and I went in and I went to church, and I helped with vacation Bible study, and I read the Bible, and I did, boys study groups, and I did private study groups, and then we went and played softball for Jesus on Friday, and then Saturday we went and helped the homeless, and then Sunday we did our thing, and then Monday was, and we were ashamed of masturbating, and the whole Christian experience, it just. Over time, the more and more I asked questions, I think I was part of a particularly strong line of Christianity, in a particularly strong sect that's kind of a no-nonsense sect. And I just have a whole lot of memories of things like Harry Potter, and the Satanic Panic. I had a promise that I would never listen to Marilyn Manson. I had a promise that I would never, ever, ever, read books like Harry Potter because it actually has real witchcraft and wizardry, And I got into an argument with someone actually in the Christian bookstore in my church, because we had a Christian bookstore in our church.
Sure.
And I'm talking to this person who's yelling at me, telling me, how evil it is to even open the book. Meanwhile, over his shoulder, right behind him, I'm pointing at C.S. Lewis on the shelf, The Chronicles of Narnia, which is right next to him. And I'm like, what is the difference? I don't understand this. And eventually, I stopped getting opportunities to teach in Sunday school, and I got moved over to the younger kids, so that I wouldn't be a bad influence. They kind of gave up on me sooner than I did.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They thought that I stopped believing long before I actually stopped believing. But eventually over time, I just thought, well, maybe I've got the wrong type of Christianity. So
that's really interesting, because from my experience, a lot of atheists reject their church and their community first, but to be rejected by the church first, that's a pill to swallow right there.
You'd think so, but after I've talked to a good number of people about it, yeah, if you ask enough questions, they assume the worst about you. It's I don't know. It's what it is, man.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, what sect did you belong to?
Oh, I was a born again Christian. I belonged to Calvary Chapel.
Oh, right. Did you do the full body immersion, the baptism and everything?
So we did baptisms at the ocean because I was in California.
Oh, cool.
And I was baptized twice. Once in the ocean and once in a backyard pool, just to be safe.
Right. Because maybe Jesus likes the chlorine. I don't know.
I have a little story. There was this, I don't remember. I think it was a Baptist church. I don't know what it was, but it was a church, and they were giving free Bibles. And every Friday night or Saturday night, I don't remember, if you came down, they'd have a pizza party, and they'd give you a free Bible. I don't know why, but of course I was a Christian, but the collector hoarder in me wanted to collect as many of those as I could. So I went down and I would get baptized every opportunity I could get, or whatever they would do. I remember 2 or 3 times being in the water, at least. But yeah,
Are you coming out as an obsessive compulsive
only
baptizee?
slightly. Well, perhaps possible. Maybe it's just the water.
I didn't even know if that was an option, because if that was an option, I think I would have been baptized a gaggle of
I
times.
enjoy the fall drowning.
You know, the baptism is one thing because it takes the prep, but how many times? Well, first off, were both of you Christian?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was brought up in a Baptist church. My mother was a church organist, choir director, and my dad was one of the deacons. So yeah, I was in it to win it, brother. That's what I
All
was.
right.
Yeah, I was raised Christian, but it was the denomination was like a ping pong ball. We went from here to there to here to there to there. The only thing I don't ever remember seeing was the inside of a Catholic church.
Okay. So here's a question: how many times did you guys give your life over to Christ?
I'll tell you a funny story. I gave up masturbation for Jesus while at a Jesus ski camp when I was like maybe 13 or 14.
Mm-hmm.
I was up in New Hampshire, and we were all, in the youth group going up there for good Christian snow-related fun. I don't know if it's snow-based Christian fun or maybe it's Jesus-based snow Christian fun. I don't know what it is. But the last night, you have the whole, you have anything you want to give up for Christ. And I said to myself, this whole masturbation thing's been really bothering me lately. I think I'm going to give up masturbation for Jesus.
Oh no.
And so I did not say what I was giving it up for. I didn't say what I was giving up, but I did go up there. And of course, my sister was there with me too. And she didn't give up anything for Jesus. She was, yeah. But when the ceremony was over, I sat back down. She asked me what I gave up, because I was always considered to be the good one out of our dyad within the family structure. And I was like, I'm not going to tell you that, because this would make it really strange.
How'd that work out for you?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny about for those of us who have experienced the church, and you always try to find wiggle rooms within the rules, right?
Right. I'm liking where this is going.
So, because I was at snow camp for a couple of days, I hadn't had a chance to wank it.
Right.
And so when I got home, it's like I was full of adolescent semen just bursting, ready to. And I'm going to keep this rated G because I know this is a morning show. We want to keep this light.
Okay.
But you start developing rules. It's like, all right. So at some point, you say to yourself, it's going to happen one way or the other. So now you have to figure out the rules on which it can happen. So it got to the point that I decided at the last firewall was that I'm not going to masturbate on Sundays, right?
Nice.
So I can't be the only person, the only dude who said, all right, I'm gonna sin the other 6 days, but on the 7th day, I'm gonna let my penis take a rest.
And it was good.
And it was horrible, actually, because 15-year-old male phalluses are meant to be used as often as possible.
Yeah.
Can we clip that? Is that a no? Okay, I might just clip that. Send that back to you. 15 phalluses are a thing that's meant